Let's listen to our music.
We are here. We are on passive, shining bright into the future. We rise high with one heart and revolution, lifting up humanity as we rise, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn. We are the
Greetings, Sister Mundih.
shining bright. We're a nation, we are rising with one love, with one goal, bringing solutions, lifting up humanity. Let's rise high, standing tall.
Can you hear me? Okay, welcome. Yvonne, thank you so much. And
you can hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay.
Yes, I hear you very well. Thank you guys so much for listening to the music. Welcome again to a transformational Tuesday, and thank you guys for being here. We were a little bit concerned because a lot of things, like our sister says, and we also experience a lot of things is going on with the internet, but thank God that we are still being able to be here. So thank you guys so much for being here today, and we thank the Almighty God for waking us up from sleep. And oh my God, what is going on? Look at something just pop up on my screen. Like they want me to renew something. They're always doing that, trying to take away my money.
well, don't do it until you're sure what it is, because they take every chance to try to get you to download.
No, I'm not doing it. I did it a few years behind. I'm not doing that anymore. My son said, Mommy, don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much. Something just pop up on my screen. They're trying to, you remember the unclean technology? That's what they're trying to do with us. If you're not wise, they'll take away your money for no reason. So don't respond to anything, because immediately it came on the screen. It shows the prices, so let us not be bothered with those things. So thank you again for being here. And things are actually getting better and better. A lot of people are really helping. They're beginning to get the word, and they're beginning to really get their families and their communities involved, even if they don't have, not that they don't have, if they don't have that opportunity to attend, maybe due to high internet during this time, or because of the challenges. Especially, I know it from my brother. My brother is working for One Global Movement, but it's so hard for him to attend this session because of internet difficulties. And as we serve ahead, we know that things are going to get better. We just have to keep doing what we are doing and moving forward. But best of all is to also thank Mr. Ashmufara, after Almighty God, because if not of him, we will not be here. We will not know one another. We will not be able to get involved in this prestigious, largest world family. And we are here for a reason. We are not just here just because we want to be just talking or just wanting to see one another. We have been commissioned. We have been appointed. We have been chosen, appointed, and anointed to take the gospel of ONPASSIVE to all corners of the globe. And also the gospel of ONPASSIVE is the gospel of One Global Movement, because it is here to uplift humanity, building a future where our children can have clean, safe, and valuable tools to build on their hopes and their dreams, while defeating hunger, illiteracy, poverty, and all other social challenges that face them worldwide. That's why we are here. And I'm so happy because everyone is so fired, because there is no other way, and there is no other job than the noble job of uplifting children the way they should, the way that they were created for us to do. Sorry. Oh my God. Who is this calling me? I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Okay. My phone is okay. So here we are today, and today we are in this series O-BLESS O-CADEMY Revolution Part 74. You're hearing me well, right?
Yes.
Okay. Series, we are in Part 74. Let me not mix it up with the mindset series here. So O-BLESS O-CADEMY Revolution Part 74. Let's talk on passive O-BLESS to bless children of the world. And before we dive into the topic, this very important announcement, and we're going to continue to do it until we feel that it has been gotten in all the countries in the world. So listen very carefully and be sure to share it with your children, with your family, your community, and your country, your village. Share it so that every child, every family can benefit from it. Very important. So in number one, let us announce the celebration of Women's History Month is this month. And International Women's Day is Friday the 8th. We invite all of you to come because women, particularly our young girls, they play a vital role in every society, in every family, the way they were created. So it's so important that we come and contribute to this, because without the mother, without the woman, we will not be here. She is the cradle, the center of the home, the multiplier, and everything. So let us come here and begin to say those wonderful things about the woman that they've been doing in order to encourage them to continue to do more. And the other one is it's headline news. I titled it Headline News for our young people and children. Free tuition forever. Get it very well. Free tuition forever. We know how exhausting and frustrating, and sometimes it can bring us unhealthy anxiety when you have this student loan like me. I have it right here. But the one good thing is that I have my education, and I have to look for ways to pay that tuition back. So that is very important. Free tuition forever. Donation. 1 billion donation leads to free tuition for all students at medical school for life. The donation made by a 93-year-old Dr. Ruth Godman donated $1 billion. $1 billion? I'm asking the question, $1 billion? Can you believe that? This is considered the biggest gift to medical school in U.S. history and guaranteed free tuition for all students for the future in the medical field, anything in the medical field. Starting in August of 2024, and it's not starting next year, this year, August of 2024, the Albert Einstein, take this name down, the Albert Einstein College of Medicine. Write it down. Let your children go online and research. Even international students, please, the best you can do, don't think that it's only in this country, is to go online, get the information, how you can contact them, and continuously contact them. Even if they don't reply, know that you're not the only one. They are dealing with millions of students. So continue to do it until you get to somebody. Don't give up. The number will be there, I hope, and the email and other information. So you write to them, you contact them. When you contact them, after every 7 days, do it again. Do it again. Do it again until you get a hold of them. And remember that when you are contacting somebody, especially in the professional and business world, even in the academic world, it takes about 7 emails of contact that you have made before they can begin to reply to you. All right? First, because you're not the only one. Secondly, because they want to know if you're a serious person or not. So the Albert Einstein College of Medicine will be tuition free beginning in August of this year. Let us do that for all our families. Our just spread the message. I am going to be putting it on our One Global Movement General Group so that everybody can take it. When you take it, share and share and share. Let every child, every family do something about it, and make sure you're asking your children if they have been doing something about it. You do it together with them, actually, so that you guys are doing it together and filling out everything well and together. So that is very, very important. And I am just so excited. I'm happy for that. And today, since this month is a Women History Month and the International Day of the Women, it's going to be celebrated on Friday, March 8th, this coming Friday. I always want to begin with a quote that pertains to who the woman is. And we're going to take this quote from Proverbs 31, reading from 25 to 26, a virtuous woman. That's part of the virtuous woman. So who is a virtuous woman? She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. When she speaks, her words are wise, and she gives instructions with kindness, a good heart. So that is who a woman is, not the other kind of women that we see, but this is the kind. And this, when you read this, it therefore embodies every aspect of the family, every aspect of the society, what we just read, everything. So this is very, very important. So, and then the quote for the day is, don't just count and name your blessings. Be the blessing other people and children can count on. Don't just sit there and say, I am blessed and highly favored. I have this, I have that, and you're naming all of those things. But be the blessing that others, particularly our young ones, our beautiful children, can count on you. Be that blessing. And then you are blessed for a reason. Remember that. You are blessed for a reason. You're not just blessed to keep it to yourself and be counting it and be shuffling it in people's throats or eyes and faces, but you are blessed for a reason. Use your blessings to bless others with a focus on the future. And the future are no other people but our children and our young people. This is very, very important. We are here, like I say, in the series, let's talk ONPASSIVE O-BLESS to bless children of the world. So we're going to be talking about O-BLESS here today. But before we begin, I want to make sure that we understand what O-BLESS in ONPASSIVE is. And we all will contribute to really share our understanding of what O-BLESS in ONPASSIVE is. As we all know, Mr. Mufare started these foundation based upon O-BLESS through the eyes of a little boy who was poor, raggedy, walking bare feet, maybe in search of food on the streets. And he said he's going to buy shoes for this little boy. But on a second thought, he said, God has blessed me tremendously, giving me this big vision to bless the world. What can I do beyond just buying shoes for this little boy? He decided the journey of ONPASSIVE way before some of us even joined, way before those who have been spent the longest time in ONPASSIVE joined ONPASSIVE. He started it individually, but he wanted to make it larger because he understands what the world is going through. He understands the politics of the world when it concerns things that concerns children, and so he wanted to make it much better. And now he started ONPASSIVE, and here we are today. ONPASSIVE. Oh my God, I'm really sorry about this phone. I'm really sorry. I have a bad phone here. So now, ONPASSIVE is built upon the foundation of O-BLESS. O-BLESS. What then is O-BLESS? O-BLESS is like our platform is ONPASSIVE is a crowdfunding product built with AI in mind so that we can reach billions of people, particularly children all over the world. And that's why One Global Movement is reaching 1.7 billion children in a lifetime. And this is not a joke. We've got to come in. You got to represent your home, your children, your area, your villages, and your communities. That is how serious it can be. Because Mr. Ashmufara understood the concept of blessing people. That is why he blessed 1.4 million founders, so that we in turn can take this blessing to all corners of the globe. Very, very important. Let us play our part. O-Bless is a crowdfunding, meaning if you're going to withdraw your money from your account, what do you think? What are you thinking? Do you want to contribute not just $1, maybe $10, maybe $1,000, maybe what God put in your heart to do, even without even thinking about it, just contribute, because through this crowdfunding, we can begin to fuel every sector of the economy, especially the food industry or agriculture. Because without that food, you and I cannot be here. We will not be able to raise our children with love and with a calm mind and with a clear head and vision. So we contribute because we are here because of O-Bless. Otherwise, we will not be here. So we want to make sure, even if you withdraw $100, take out something and put it back in O-Bless so that we can continue to bless humanity. Because O-Bless is a beacon of hope for humanity. It's not just there just for us to bless our own selves and not continue. That is what O-Bless is and more. But then O-Bless, this is what O-Bless is not. It is not a tool for you to think that they're going to be giving you money from there, because we have already been blessed, because we're going to be making these financial resources to do a lot of things, to carry out a lot of projects, just like what we are doing here in One Global Movement. And we all have, just like Sister Yvonne has, clean water, because we cannot feed children without giving them clean water. Otherwise, they will get sick. The contact Corrina. I wanted to pronounce it in French. Cholera, diarrhea, and other illnesses that comes with drinking unclean water. And then other people are going to be establishing soup kitchens. Other people are going to, like One Global Movement embodies all of this, because I bought accounts individually to represent these various things. But we do it together, because when we do it together, it will be better. Isn't it, Sister Yvonne? It will be very better. Yes. So that is such a great thing to do. That is what O-Bless it. But how can we do this? We can O-Bless people in different ways. Not just one way, so many ways that we can bless people. You know, one of the ways is, like we just mentioned, donation. We teach ourselves. Remember, we cannot just say teach children. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's exactly what your child is going to do. What we're doing, we the adult, that's exactly how children are going to copy, because we are parents of the world. Whether you like it or not, don't even put it in your heart thinking that, oh, no, I did not give birth to those children. You don't have to give birth to those children, because God gave those children for all of us to mentor. It takes an entire village to love, raise, and educate a child. And I am a product of my village. I am that product of my village. That is why I'm so much on fire to reach out to that village, because without that village, I would not be here today interacting with great minds like you guys. So I take this very, very seriously and very personal. And so you can donate. Donation is one of the greatest ways. Maybe you donate a plate of food. You can donate money, goods, or your time to charitable organizations, you know, that serve these in need, that serve those in need, the children in need, the elders in need. You can go to nursing homes, and sometimes we need to even not say nursing home. Put your own parents in your own home and give them an apartment and take care of them. If you don't have time, you can recruit some people, but know that our parents live happily and people heal from diseases when their family is there loving them, not abandoning them in a nursing home for any reason. But for some reason you can't do it, then that would be the last straw, the last alternative for your parents and your children. And, you know, this is so important. Look for reputable organizations that have the reputation, that have high integrity, such as ONPASSIVE. that work directly with the communities you want to support. They have like Brother Smart is doing this thing with the freezing food industry where he lives. That is what we can be doing. I'm sure he has gone there to volunteer. Otherwise, he cannot be able to get that. And he has the kind of heart that would tell him to volunteer in the first place, because there is no such thing as something for nothing. You have to have that good heart, first of all, and that is something. And then you invest in other people. And then volunteerism. You got to spend your time. Don't always ask for money. Money, because you're doing something you want to be paid. It is not like that. That's not the way life is. It is being said that if you want something in your life, if you truly want something from God, step out of your way in faith, in happiness, and in love, and begin to give it to others. Not long, it will come back to you. We cannot just be talking. We have to put it into practice. If you're like, I do it my own local way, people find it fun and they're happy to see it, someone to learn. I carry my basket of corn or my basket of tomatoes. I carry my watermelon, hug it, and I'm taking it into my community. I'll be carrying the things on my head. I'm so happy to do that because that's the way I grew up. I yearn for those things. These are the things that matter, down to us, natural things, the way we were born. Don't say, oh, she's suffering. No, I'm not suffering. It's so good. I enjoy it. Good exercise for me. Good exercise for my head and my brain. But you might not be that kind because that's not the way you were brought up. Do it your own way. So volunteer your time. We talk about the government. The government is not doing this, not doing that. Of course, we all come with some challenges or maybe some faults of our own. The government has their, you too, you have yours. We cannot point a finger at the government. What have you done to that government? The government has done its own part. It cannot just satisfy everything, and you don't wait on the government. We have to. What are you doing? Do you go to the city hall to register to pick up the dirt in the city? Do you go to the library to read to the children? I've done all of that. Do you write a book and decide to take a copy or two to the local libraries, to the radio stations, to St. Jude's Hospital for those children that are sick? That's how you donate your time for free without asking for money. This could involve even serving meals at a soup kitchen. I cook, I shuffle it in the back of my trunk every once in a while. I don't do it that often because One Global Movement is taking my time, because this is where we can do it on a larger scale instead of just doing a little like I was doing, And then tutoring students in your backyard garden, like in One Global Movement Harvest Garden that I have here. We tutor the student, we teach them how to cook, or providing professional services, a lot of things that we can do, like Brother Smart is talking about the free stewardship or free cooking lessons with the company, I've forgotten the name, whatever company, and that is free. That's their own way. Children learn how to prepare their own meals instead of depending on these fast foods that you don't know how it's being prepared. You don't know whether they're organic food. You don't know if it's even clean. We don't encourage our children to do that. Then we can spread kindness. We're going to come into kindness again when we start the One Global Movement Mindset series that I'm touching on it now in our 8 p.m. session. So I'm going to bring it back here so all of us can really contribute from different perspectives and our own different mindset and how it affects us in our own different environments. Very, very important. Spread kindness, and more kindness. You know what? Kindness is free, very free. It is given to you free. Spread it. Spread the love of kindness. Sometimes a simple act of kindness can make a difference in the life of a child, in the life of a parent, in the life of somebody who is sick. Have you gone to the hospital to just go and say hello to those patients? Do you know that some of them are there, they don't have families that come around to say hello? Those are the kind of things that we can do. We go with roses. We go with just even a simple card that you create. Don't buy it from the store. Create it with your own hands. Just simple. It doesn't have to be fancy or elegant. And you just go and you stick it in them and say, I am thinking of you. And by his stripe, you are healed. Just something. That alone will cure them, not just the tablet that they are taking. That's what we need to do. So, simple acts of kindness so important. Offer a listening ear. That's how you can show kindness, like you guys are doing here. This is kindness beyond measure to me, because I could have sat here by myself and be talking and nobody listens to me, right? Because you chose to come here, because you invested your time. I'm not paying you. You know how important it is to all bless people. And that's why we are here as descendants of ONPASSIVE, showing smiles and paying a listening ear and a helping hand to even give the virtual hug. Because someday, guess what? We're going to be in person and be hugging everyone and giving some pecks on the cheeks and on the forehead. That will be a monumental moment for ONPASSIVE and One Global Movement. So, advocacy. How can you all bless other people? Through advocacy. Use your voice like we are using here. Your hands, they are writing right there on the chat. I can see it. Don't underestimate, don't underrate what you're doing, because these are the simple things of life that a lot of people think, oh, I have to look back to the Hollywood. I have to look back to Warren Buffett. I have to look back to Bill Gates because they have the millions. They started their millions just like this. You cannot be looking up to somebody without building your own foundation with these high ethical values, the values of all blessing other people in your own simple ways, those simple ways that God created for us. We don't have to complicate things. Imagine somebody like Mr. Levi Mamabolo getting up early in the morning just to attend it. Imagine people from India. Mr. Divya is here. He's supposed to be in bed, but he is here because he understands the concept of all blessing that Mr. Ash Mufara brought to us. And now we begin to learn. If some of us were just thinking out of the box, out of the natural box that we are created and put into, now you begin to expand your horizon, knowing that it doesn't have to be complicated, knowing that it is just simple the way God created is simple, knowing that it is simple the way Mr. Ash Mufara is simple himself for the thing that he's doing for us. This is such a brilliant moment if we don't take advantage of this and to really, really search within us to begin to pull out that all bless and show kindness and show advocacy and show volunteerism to people. We will be wasting our time. You can show kindness, all blessing people by educating. We are all here educating one another, not Mundih. We are all here because what you write in the chat, you don't know what I make out of those things. You don't know until you know. But I want to tell you that what you guys are writing there is helping me a lot. It's propelling me to really, really be so motivated and to get these different ideas from different perspectives and different angles to begin to do what I want to do, what God put in me for as a little girl to do. And I just want to say, I thank you guys so much. Do not underestimate what you're doing here. Whether you're writing good English or not, it does not matter. It comes from your heart. Your presence here speaks volumes, because just the presence of sitting, remember, just sitting with your hands together, listening even to your own child is already a blessing. Just remember that. Let us not underestimate those things, because we think you leave these little things here, this natural down to earth thing, and you want to go get the big one, you're never going to get it. Even if you do, you will not be happy with it. So let us do these things simple, exactly the way Mr. Ash Mufara is teaching us to do, with a good, clean heart. A heart that says, if somebody falls, I'm not going to bash at that person. I'm just going to know that what he's giving or what she's giving, that is what they have. What else can I do that will help them to get out of that position? We do the good thing. But those kind of things also come with consequences. We cannot just do that. We know that we have to teach our children the consequences of doing things, and consequences go both ways. So education, share your knowledge, your resources. I know that people have shared their knowledge a lot with me, especially this IT and high technology. And my son started that. So I am really so grateful. Even some of our panelists or some of our audience who say they don't know, but in saying they don't know, They are already doing something in saying they don't know, because why? We have this doubt, self-doubt, that we don't know. I do too sometimes, like, oh no, if I punch this button on this thing, it might break the computer and everything will run away. I don't want to do that. I used to do that a lot, but now, oh, I just go and now I'm learning, right? So this could involve offering workshops like we are doing here. These are workshops. Pretty soon, we're going to be doing scheduling One Global Movement International Summits. We're going to do that because these summits are going to pull people from 195 countries through the ONPASSIVE, the descendants of ONPASSIVE and Mr. Ash Mufareh. We're going to start doing it like twice a year because it takes time to organize summits and international conferences. That's what we're going to be doing. So you come with what you have according to your culture, according to your tradition, according to the children in your area. We bring those things so that the whole world can begin to see that we came through O-BLESS, the foundation of Mr. Ash Mufareh and ONPASSIVE. This is such a glorious thing. Even we are talking about the apples. What we have gained has been, we have been O-BLESS beyond those apples that we are thinking. Apples is just an enabler. That will be the last thing, unless we line our inner core, unless we line our hearts, unless we truly put our hands together to the one who created us, to really, really begin to thank each and every one, particularly Mr. Mufareh, and walking in the right path to O-BLESS other people using high ethical standards, not fighting, not quarreling, not being envious, not trying to attract attention only on you, but trying to do the best thing, especially nurturing, loving, caring, and investing in these little ones who are the future of ONPASSIVE. Because we are not. We are just here as servants and disciples to carry those tenets of O-BLESS to all corners of the globe. Very important. You can also be an empowerment person to O-BLESS somebody. Not the power, physical power to be fighting, or your mouth to be saying bad things to people. No. That power that comes from within you, that power that says, I have to carry a plate of food to my neighbor, or I have to find out if my neighbors are doing okay, or I can just pretend as if, because you know that you can help other people, just pretend to go to a neighbor and say, can you help me with some salt? Because there are some people that they don't want to ask because they are ashamed of what society will make out of that. They don't ask. Just go and say, can I help? I do. Not that I don't have, because I've learned that principle. Then when you do that, those people now begin to really interact with you and also ask you for something. That is what we do, because the people that don't have, they are afraid because people just throw words and they look at the poor. They can't even provide for themselves. They can't even provide it. We don't do that. Just go to them and ask for something as simple as salt. Salt is not up to $1, just a pinch. And they'll know, they say, I thought we are the only poor people, but you're doing so because you know that you have more than you can support them. Why don't you do shadow adoption, which is one of the programs for One Global Movement? You have one child or you have two children, adopt one more and make them 2. Adopt one more and make them 3. You have 5 because you're able to support. Adopt one more and make them 6, because when you do that, you expanded the horizon and the family of that child. And you make sure that you connect them still with their family. You're not taking that child for your own. You're raising that child as responsible, loving, and caring, kind citizens of tomorrow for themselves, for their families, and for the extended family, which you are now the extended family. So instead of just giving handouts, you're more than a handout. Instead of just giving handouts, empower others' life, just educating them through education, through really involving yourself into what they are doing, knowing that you cherish their customs and their tradition, their culture, you value their way of life. That's exactly how you empower people. Pray or send positive vibes. Prayer works. Prayer works, and it works miracles. Prayer changes things. We're going to be bringing that session here, because without prayers, we will never pretend to raise our own children. We have to. Without prayers, this Mundih will never be here. No, I will never be here. The prayers of my grandmother, my mother, my community, my brothers, everybody. The prayers of ONPASSIVE is upon me. The prayers of all of you here. If you think you don't know how to pray, think again. Think again. Because just being present here, that's a form of prayer. I'm not a pastor on the pulpit, and I don't think I'm one. I'm just doing this because you can never raise children without prayers. Never. It does not work. It would never work. It will never. Prayer, God teaches us to pray in different forms. You can be walking going out on a walk, admiring the trees. Those trees are there because God created those trees. That's your prayer. The trees are whispering to you, and you're being happy, and you're thanking God for that. You go to a school, and you talk to the students there. You do something, or you come home, you embrace your child, you serve your own child. Don't think your child is the only one who can serve you at the dinner table. You get up as a father, as a mother, you serve those children at the table. Now you're helping them to know that they can serve others through that means, and that is one form of prayer. Prayer is admiring the fish in the lake, or the turtle that is crawling, or the deer that is it's fighting to cross the road, and you stop and you make sure that you don't kill that deer, so that you don't want to extinct that species. Prayer is a lot of things. Don't overthink it. The simple ways that God gave us. So this is so important. I'm going to let these panelists just contribute because I am just so much on fire. Go ahead, a beautiful panelist. And Sister Yvonne, maybe you could take the lead.
I could. So for me, O-BLESS is, as many people have said, it's the heart of ONPASSIVE, because it's Mr. ONPASSIVE, Mr. Mufara's heart as well, in the sense that he means for it to do not just, as you've been saying, it's not just a handout. There is going to be oversight, and he wants only ethical programs. The thing about O-BLESS is that every penny for a cause will go to that cause. That's one of the big difference between it and the many other crowdfunding platforms. There are no charges, so you know that the cause will be totally funded by the monies received. And it's also teaching the children, teaching our young people, that this could have been done before, but there was no intentionality. We have had so many different crowdfunding platforms, but they've all been about making money for themselves, and they're not ethical at all. And so they will learn the difference just from that. And then they will also know that they can find the way that they want to contribute to the world, and it will be funded, right? There's nobody going to tell them, oh, that's, if they want to start just small, that's fine. I'm sure there will be big programs coming as well. But the whole idea, everybody will be enabled and empowered to carry out their mission in the same way Mr. Mufara is carrying out his bigger vision for the world ONPASSIVE. So O-BLESS is a program within a program, obviously. And so everybody who wants to be part of that, no matter how, reasonably, no matter how destitute they think they are, once they've been able to help themselves, and if they have the wish and the will, and as you say, they pray and get divine help, because prayer is simply talking to God wherever you are all day long. It doesn't take any special thing to get a divine inspiration. And that is what O-BLESS will fuel for our children. They will have their mission and they will be empowered to do it. O-BLESS is definitely a blessing. And so many people are just chomping at the bit to run with it, because there are so many causes, worthy causes. With myself, for instance, I am crazy about providing clean water. I can't imagine people not having clean water at their disposal. And so everywhere I can find it. I'm not rich, but that is where my money goes. Water projects, religious, not religious, it does not matter. People need water, I pay for water. So that is another reason that O-BLESS is just such a blessing to the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're not rich, you're rich. Let me just tell you that you're rich. Because thinking
well, you
about
know what I mean.
Yes. It's coming big time. You know, we're going to be creating funnels of income, not hoarding it, not putting it in the bank account. We're going to do magical things in this life with what God has sent Mr. Ash Mufara to do, and with what we even have in our own hearts to do. And then Mr. Ash Mufara is making things even better now, right? Very good. So yes, our brother, our only king now is here. Mr. Kumar, thank you so much for being here among us.
So thank you to both of the lovely sister, because
Thank you.
I saw from so many days that how you have given your each and every moment just for the upliftment of the dear children. So I'm first of all, wherever I meet to you, I feel more energy in my own, and the reason because you all are really doing such a divine work, and that's a great thing, because hardly we have only one life, our
Yes.
own. I'm talking about my own. I have just only one life, and in one life I have to do something which is really contributing to the society, and that's the platform. I
Yes.
must say to each and every youngster, especially because there are a lot of ways, as our sister, both the sisters have already said that you can raise money, you can earn money from various resources. There are a lot of resources to earn, but this is the only platform. I mean to say the on passive as well as the one global movement, because on passive will give you the amount whichever you want, but where to invest is, I think, more logical, more judicious to understand. So here we are, because we are just in the path of you know uh, uh, what to say, that in a path of dedication. So what you want to give in return to your society, because I believe that what our great sister Yvonne has said, that we have to give them, and this is the way, because ultimately donation is everything. And I'm really happy and thankful from the core of my heart that you are really doing a very, very, very ominous, sorry, the auspicious and most courageous work, because nobody
Yes.
in this era of competition, nobody is looking for the others' welfare. And if you are being a good well-being and a good human being, you are just doing something very unique, and that is
Yes.
called out of the box. What you are saying, you think about out of the box. This is the thinking of the out of the box. And yes, this month, and especially the 8th of March, we, as we have already said, that this is the World Women's Day. So I'm really thankful to all the women, and I can see that here the two great women with us. So I'm really grateful to you, and I really absolutely am so thrilled to listen you. Whenever I'm listening you, I just feel some motivation. Not only motivation, it gives me the purpose of life. So thank you to both of you that you have contributed immensely, and believe me, this a philanthropic movement that is called One Global Movement. We are really truly unite the whole society, the whole world society, in a
Yes.
single manner, that to how to uplift the humanity, and especially
Yes.
the children, because we all are highly and most sophisticatedly focused that how to uplift the dear children, and especially the female children, as you have said, that the one female children, one female child is actually the source of making a great resource of the family. So I
Yes.
believe that when the that particular child, the female child, will get educated through our own endeavoring, effort, our own, the kind of assistance, whatever we can do. So
Yes.
it's really give them the true society. One is, as I don't know what the Americans are doing, I'm not aware, but what here is happening in India, that here the two societies are there. One is maternal a home, and another is where she just become a bride. So
Yes.
both are the society. Both are the society means both the family, and both the family are living in the society, and they get enriched. They will just get educated through that. So they are the backbone. So I believe that this is really a very auspicious things, and we are looking forward. And yeah, I also congratulate that. Please, I'm just saying and appealing and urging to each and every one that please you just get united, just think beyond your own self, and think that what we can give to society in return, because this is the only way to serve the society, and this is the only way to serve the God by different means, and this is the way of only doing this. So I'm really thankful once again to Yvonne Finn, our great sister, who just belong from Canada, and yeah, Dr. Yvonne Mundih, you are the host. You are doing each and everything, and you both have dedicated your major part in uplifting this beautiful movement, and I'm thankful, I'm grateful to you. So over to you, Yvonne Mundih. You are
Thank you so
really
much.
truly
Thank you. Thank you. We're
remarkable.
so happy to have you here. You speak from your heart. I
Yes.
feel it, I see it, I hear it, and I know that our children and families are doing the same thing. We are one. We are one. No matter where we come from, we are one. Let us begin to really, really lovingly, with kindness, remove those barricades, because those barricades are man-made and made by society. We come from this, whether we like it or not. We come from the same great parents, and God begins to really send us in different directions to become fathers and mothers of all nations, in different colors for the beauty, in different magnitude for the beauty. We don't need this. Our children are suffering. Those of us who are promoting this, we are building a foundation for our children to continue to have disorders. When we are long gone, those children will continue to suffer. We don't need that. And you just mentioned something here. I was just smiling because you said something about the maternity, how you do in India. Now you spark something that I've been forgetting, because I focus. There's a lot of things that I'm doing. A lot of times I don't even end up doing those things. But one global movement is really taking a lot out of me, which is good. I love it. But here's the thing: you mentioned maternity, and I'm like, I need to go to the hospital where my son was born in 2001. And I need to go see those mothers. They carry those babies. I love children. I love babies. I am going to go there with one global movement, something on Mother's Day, give it to those mothers and all the nurses. I'm going to call the director of the maternity department in that hospital. And I'm going to go there throughout the month to make sure that they have that feel, and leave one global movement information there to know that they are people out there. There's one global movement that is ONPASSIVE, that is thinking about the well-being of children, of babies, for a million generation or more to come. We can't just sit. We have to go there. I'm going to go to the fire station here. If I see any women there, that's what I'm going to do. I will go with very beautiful flowers, and then I wish my son was home to just do something with one global movement and wrap it around it. But I will do whatever it takes, because this is what we're supposed to be doing. Next time, we're going to be distributing T-shirts in those maternity wards for mothers. That is what we need to do. Go into school, the school here, and go. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going there. Thank you so much for talking about maternity. Thank you so much. See, this is
Make a note. Make a note. Make a note. Make a note.
Yes. Let me come and write it down before. Thank you. But I know that you're also the sister. You are she is the one working, even just almost like me too, behind the scene. She and Sharon, they're working like crazy behind the scene. helping One Global Movement, which is very, very beautiful for all of us. So thank you so much for everything. We go to the chat now because our audience are on fire. A lot of them have taken little roles. They might be little as they think, but guess what? You don't know what you're doing. You open the social media, they are there. They are talking about One Global Movement. They are doing it. I did not ask them, but they realize now that this is something that we must do. They're talking about One Global Movement. They're talking about ONPASSIVE. We need to. These two things can never be separated because this is the foundation of ONPASSIVE, built for the future. And the future are no other people than the children. Because we want to be able to rob the cemetery so that when we die today, we will sleep peacefully. I want to sleep peacefully in my grave, knowing that I emptied out myself into children, knowing that I emptied out myself into families, knowing that I did what God asked me to come and do. Now I can return and just rest peacefully in the peaceful arms of God and smiling like my grandmother is smiling on me every day. Say, yes, I did it. Thank God, thank God, thank God. I raised this child the way you asked me. My granddaughter is going to do something, but never to forget about the village where she came from. And that's why I'm doing it today. And I thank God. I thank God for you guys because we're not saying we're going to see God. This is gods. The gods are right here. You guys are the gods. This is what it is. There is no other thing. Nobody should fool you. These are the gods right here. The God is Mr. Ashbon Farah. Those are, because we are co-creators with God. God sent us to do those things. And thank God that we are. I'm so, oh my God, I can speak for 1 week without stopping because I just love what we're doing here. So our Carol, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us begin to play our little roles in our various communities to make this known to families because we don't want any child to be left behind. It does not matter whether that child can speak or the child was born without limbs. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do it. So, hello, Juanita. How are you? Thank you so much, sister. Oh, my God. She comes sometime twice a day. Thank you guys so much for the encouragement, the prayers, the love, and your presence is a big inspiration for us here to continue to do what we are doing. Have a nice day, Camro, from Camro. Thank you so much for those beautiful flowers. And thank you so much, Juanita, again for greeting us. And I know that our panelists will be welcoming each and every one here. So I will go and read the longer comments so that we all can benefit. Hello, hello. Usually from the managing director, you say, hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to One Global Movement. Speak with heart. Always that big hello. Thank you so much, John. Thank you. And I know that our sister Nancy is here. She is doing a wonderful job with her family, her children. They are contributing as young as, is it 12 or 14, Nancy? They are doing a great job with One Global Movement, which means it's giving us hope that some of these children are beginning to come so that they will take over this stage. And we sit back and really, really put our hands together to really respect what they're going to be doing here. Yes. And I love this, your dancing thing, Nancy. Come and dance on International Day. I love it. Hello, Juanita is hello to everyone. And our sister on the panel. And she is doing a lot to behind the scene. Don't you just see her sitting there? She's doing way too much, which is, I really congratulate her. But I always ask that we take good care of ourselves. Our health is our wealth. Don't come here when you're sick. Don't come here when you've not eaten, when you've not fed your home, your husband, your wife, your children. Do not come here. Don't come here when you see a neighbor is suffering and you want to come only to One Global Movement. That is not what One Global Movement is here for. It's here for quality people who take care of themselves first, take care of their families and their environment. Stephanie was supposed to be here today, but she's under the weather. And I said, sister, don't worry. Stay home and drink some soup, eat some pepper soup and drink lots of clean water and stay home. When you recover, then we'll get the best out of her. So greetings to us here and all our handsome attendees to hashtag One Global Movement, where we hashtag Speak with Heart for children globally. You know what? When I type in, AI is already taking that hashtag a lot. And I'm so grateful for that.
Yes, it is. Yes, for sure.
And hashtag O-BLESS, hashtag ONPASSIVE, hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Speak with Heart. Thank you so much, John.
Yes,
and And Nancy here says, is saying, hello, can you sing for Women's Month? I did enjoy your song. You were amazing. Thank you. Yes, John, that's a request for you. Get to work before Friday, John. Get to work. Hopeless will prove to our children that things can change for the better when the right people choose to follow a vision to care for others and not just themselves. The vision of Mr. Ash Mufare. Thank you so much, Yvonne, for pointing that out.
You're welcome. Yes.
Very important. And our brother Levi, you 2 times a day. Make sure you're sleeping well, because I'm going to be visiting the sunny Pretoria to go to the beach there and to interact with children. So you better sleep well, because if your wife tells me that you are not sleeping well, you'll be in trouble. Hello, hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Women Month, hashtag One Heart. And you guys prepare to be there on Friday, please. Let us flood the stage and talk about women, particularly the focus on our young girls, okay? Yes. And our sister Sharon, oh my God. I don't know if me and Sharon had any sleep last night. She is so creative. These little things for children and women. And you see that background? That's exactly Sharon.
Yes.
She every minute, I don't know how she does that, within 1 minute or what. Well,
she knows what she's doing, right? So to her, she's been doing it for
and she does it from the heart. Her voice is so sweet, and I'm like, oh, I wish I'm just like you, Sharon. But thank you so much for doing that. But get some sleep, sister. Very important, because last night I finally fell asleep. I did not even go through everything you were saying. I fell asleep. But you're doing a beautiful, very beautiful graphics, beautiful writing, beautiful everything. Thank you so much for being One Global Movement children and youth mentor. Thank you so much. And the lady says, greetings to Nancy, Sharon Whedon, and JJB Teen Man Barilla. Thank you. Thank you. And we have Biblo KB Roy here. How are you? You look so cool in your fancy glasses. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. We highly appreciate you. Come again. And let us prepare to go over on Friday and really talk about our young girls. Wow, this is the view. You see the man on the panel? That's him. That's him, Mr. Kumar.
Yeah.
So, wow, dear sister Dr. Mundih, for your remarkable journey and dedication. Due to you only this donation is possible. I am really grateful and proud of you and your team. Yes, you are part of the team. We are glad and proud of all of us here. You are part of this wonderful team, and thank you so much for being that strong king on this panel. Thank you. Make sure you bring in some other kings like you. And then Levi is saying hello to Biblo Roy. Warm welcome to hashtag One Global Movement. And if I miss anything, you guys let me know. We have our brother from Rwanda, from Seeds Academy, William. Thank you so much for what you're doing with those children. I see you doing the farming, teaching them to dine from their own backyard, from their backyard to the kitchen. That is what we need for our children. We don't need McDonald's. Sorry, I shouldn't say that, but I'm not discouraging you. I'm not putting down their marketing, but I can't help it. We need to teach our children organic food so that they can stay healthy. You don't want these children to be having disorder. They place them on medication, and then medication, before you know, they're walking like zombies. No, I don't want that for my children. Yes. Not at all. Not for the children of the world, because every child in the world is now my child.
Yes.
And then Susanna, beautiful, how are you? Thank you so much. And you are the great translator. Pretty soon you will have a translating job in ONPASSIVE here for your community, right? And in One Global Movement. Thank you so much for being here. Sister, we love you. And then I go down, and Nancy says, 1 + 1 = 2. We just put together. O-BLESS to uplift humanity for a better future. Thank you for that mathematics.
Absolutely.
I think yes. That's great mathematics, and that is so true. Thank you so much. And she says again, Dr. Mundih, may God strengthen you, gives you good health, happiness, joy to continue your journey in uplifting our children. Oh my God, don't just make me cry. You talk from your heart. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you. And you too. You guys are really helping me, not just me alone. You know, I might be the first servant, but we are all servants here doing the same thing. And one cannot do without the other because nobody
That's
can
right.
do it by themselves. That's why we're here. As Dr. Benny always says, when you're carrying a baby in it's your child. But when the baby is born, it's our children. We need to look
Yes.
out for them with love. Thank you so much. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
And just so you guys know, Nancy is helping with all her family. The beautiful daughter and very respectful young woman. She is the one working on One Global Movement website. So let's pray for her. And I know she's going to
Oh,
come out
good.
with the very best. Yes. Thank you so much, Nancy, for the way you and your husband raised those children. Thank you so much. And says, thank you for your heartfelt sharing and inspiring words. We truly appreciate you. Yvonne is saying it to all the audience here. Thank you, Dr. Mundih. Your passion is such a fuel that will never run out for hashtag One Global Movement. Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you. I know that sometimes I bother you a lot, but there's no way I can stop it. I don't have no big sister. You are the big
It's
sister.
not about it. We're sharing this together.
You know that I'm going to do it. My grandmother said, be nosy. Be nosy. Ask the question until you get the answer. If you don't get it, don't take no for an answer. Keep going there. Keep going there. When they see you again and again and again, they will give up. God will break away for you. That's what I do in this community. I keep going. I say, hello, good morning. You were here yesterday, right? I said, yeah. I said, but we know you already. I said, okay. I just thought I should stop by again. Maybe, you know.
Well, you know, when you have a worthy cause, you have to find every way to make it fulfilled, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And we're doing that. Pretty soon, you will hear the whole of Minnesota, the whole of the United States, that will know. Because I'm not just going to go everywhere, whether it is a school, whether it's a police station, whether it is the senator's office, the mayor, whatever it takes. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Let the money come. That's where I'm going. I give it to you. You don't respond. I go again. I give it again. I give it again. I have been campaigning for senators, for senators here, and they want me to be a senator. I said no, because you will not accept me to write my own thing. You want so I want to do my own thing. So I go and support those senators. I go and campaign for them. So now is the time for them to come here to support the children. That's exactly how it's going to be. So thank you guys so much for being here. This is so great. So this is O-BLESS. This is really O-BLESS. And I thank God for Mr. Ash Mufareh, because if not of him, I keep saying we will never be here. And let's read what our sister Sharon just wrote here. I love hashtag One Global Movement. Thank you, Sister Mundih, Sister Yvonne Finn, brother, Brother Divya, that's his name, and Brother John Barilla. The world, love, peace. Hashtag One Global Movement Hub. Hashtag
One
Global Movement
strong.
Strong. You got to explain me that strong. I don't know what that's strong. I need to go and look up for it and see what it means. Thank you so much, Sharon. And look at those hearts, those emojis, and those beautiful. Thank you so much, Susanna. Thank you guys so much. Let us keep putting in the momentum. When we do this, God will put a hand and we keep moving forward. And that is how we are moving ONPASSIVE forward, by taking this into our own different endeavors, so that Mr. Ash Mufareh, the work will be lighter on him. We need to do this.
Yes.
It's already there. And anybody that is not doing it, then you're just building your own thing that you reap tomorrow. But for me, I want to reap the highest. $10 billion is small to help children of the world. And I want more than $10 billion to help these children. And I know by the grace of God, the God that broke the way open for me as a little girl not to die and to still stay alive, that is what I'm going to do. So thank you guys so much. Come again tomorrow. Pass the word on. Don't get tired of passing the word on, so that by doing that, you're helping children. You're helping other households. Please don't keep it to yourself. And remember that scholarship. I will announce it every day, so that there are so many of our children, even us, young adults, they are here who want to continue their medical pursuit, or maybe it's a lab technician or whatever. You can do all those things for free now. Just place the call. Make sure, don't even just call, and you write to them. so that they will have you in their archive, so that when you do it again, they will know that you've written before, and then you keep doing it until you give way. Know that millions are already running to go there. Do not waste time for our children, please. Thank you so much. And thank you so much. Sister Yvonne said, thank you all for your time and support for One Global Movement. We are praying for one another. We love you all. But remember, this is especially for our children. Remember to stay focused, stay encouraged, stay empowered, and always believe in endless possibilities. We love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming.
Yes.